How's it going, everyone? The PlayStation Store is running its holiday sale, and I'm here to look at some of the game deals under $2. This might expose you to some games you've never heard of or haven't looked into before. As I did with the last video that was received really well, a lot of these games I haven't played. I just found them rather interesting, and I tried to weed through the games that were straight shovelware. Once you get to a certain page on the PlayStation Store, it seems like they backload all the shovelware on there, but nevertheless, a lot of notable deals available, and we have been doing a series where I take a look at some of these cheaper games and we do dedicated videos on some of them. We did our first episode a little while ago. You can dig that up if you do one, and I hope to do one in the relative near future for this PlayStation Store sale as well. With that being said, let's get right into it. Let's get the games you guys know about right out the way that fit under $2. A bunch of EA titles are discounted. Mirror's Edge Catalyst is $1.99, Battlefield 1 is $1.99, Need for Speed Payback is $1.99, and Star Wars Squadrons is $1.99. Mirror's Edge Catalyst is the one I feel the most strongly about, that you should absolutely pay $1.99 to play it. It's actually a really, really solid game. And there was a lot of different anticipation and expectations because Mirror's Edge was a beloved game when it initially came out in 2008, just not a lot of people checked it out. I feel like it was like the wrong time for Mirror's Edge to come out in 2008, but Catalyst ended up being a good game, maybe a little bit disappointing, but now you're paying $2 for it. It's still very much a worthwhile game to play through. Visuals are great, parkour is solid. Some of the game design from a gameplay standpoint isn't great, but you know, I think the good definitely outweighs the bad here with $1.99. Catalyst is great. Battlefield 1, Need for Speed Payback, Star Wars Squadrons. Again, you're paying $1.99 for each of those. I'm not going to go too in-depth on all of them, but you can check them out if you do want. Next up, we got 13 by Microids. Now, this is another game I've played. This is the 13 remake, so keep that in mind. They recently dropped an update for the game. This is a remake of the 2003 title that was beloved by a lot of people. A lot of people love that game that initially came out. I think it was on the GameCube, Xbox, and PS2. I think it was on all three platforms, but man, this remake was not as beloved. They did update it to make it like suck less, but still not great. You know, for $1.99, it still might be a decent little playthrough. I wouldn't say it's blow away. I played the remake. I didn't have a ton of affinity towards the original. Like, I didn't play the original, at least I can't recall playing the original growing up. I played the original before the remake came out, but it's not something that I had a lot of nostalgic attachment to it or anything like that. But for $1.99, thought that I would mention it. It's funny if nothing else. Homefront the Revolution, man, we're just covering a lot of terrible games. $1.99 for this as well. There is a thing where you can play Time Splitters 2 in a Homefront the Revolution by using a code. You can look it up. You can look up the guide online. Homefront the Revolution as a game kind of sucks, but Time Splitters 2 is beloved, so, you know, I thought I would mention that as well. I really enjoyed the original Homefront. I was really bummed out that Homefront the Revolution didn't turn out great. I actually paid $60 for this game, which is actually like vomit-inducing thinking about it, but nevertheless, your boy did spend $60 on Homefront the Revolution, which is wild to think about. That's how excited I was for the game. I was like, man, Homefront getting a follow-up. I thought Homefront was a sleeper in the PS3 360 era, but yeah, not great here with Homefront the Revolution. Hotline Miami, $1.99 on this. This is a game a lot of you guys have heard about. It's a great game, throwback action title. You know, a little bit gruesome, but it's pixel graphics. How gruesome can we really get with pixel graphics? I think the game is solid, and it's a fun time. Soundtrack is great as well. Love the visual style. The aesthetics are great. For $1.99, good pickup there for sure. Next up, we got Degrees of Separation, $1.99 on this one. I think this game just looks incredibly charming, and the design and aesthetics of the game are fantastic. Degrees of Separation is noted to be a puzzle platform where cooperation is built into every move. Two contrasting souls, Ember and Rhyme, fall in love, but are separated by an enigmatic force and must use their powers to progress through a spectacular world of fantasy and adventure. Now, you can play the game co-op, so, you know, it is a game designed around these two characters, so if you want to play it co-op, that's an option. $1.99 for that, definitely one to check out there. Next up, we got Teslagrad Remastered and Teslagrad 2. Teslagrad Remastered is 99 cents, while Teslagrad 2 is $1.99. Teslagrad notes a journey begins a treacherous tower, unravel its mysteries, discover the secrets kept in the long-abandoned Tesla tower. Magnetism and other electromagnetic powers will help you explore a non-linear world of beautiful hand-drawn environments. And I gotta say, The hand-drawn visuals in this game do look pretty great, and Teslagrad 2, again, is $1.99. Discover another tower in the magnetic north. Illumina, a young Teslamancer, finds herself stranded after her airship crashes in Wormheim, a remote and treacherous land to the north. Key features note Scandinavia meets Metroidvania, explore an abundant world, magnetic gameplay, master fluid motion, epic boss battles, and visual storytelling as well. $1.99 for Teslagrad 2, and then 99 cents for Teslagrad 1. Next up, we have Gordian Quest. Lead and nurture parties of up to 3 heroes on an adventure to save a cursed world from darkness that reigns. Take on dangerous missions where parties must manage carefully to defeat the increasingly formidable monsters that roam the lands. Train and equip heroes to upgrade their skills to be victorious in battle and collect the vast bounties that await. Key features note a campaign mode, realm mode, which is a fast-paced roguelite mode, adventure mode, 10 heroes, hundreds of skills, train and equip heroes, high replayability, a variety of difficulty levels, loot galore, carryover rewards, and decisions to make throughout. Gordian Quest is $1.99. Next up, we have Them's Fightin' Herds, which is a really well-received game, you know, for a game that is at a lower price point like this. Very positive reception on Steam with its 3,200 reviews. Them's Fightin' Herds is a 2D fighting game featuring a cast of adorable animals designed by acclaimed cartoon producer Lauren Faust. Beneath the cute and cuddly surface, a serious fighter does await as well. Streamlined combat, 4-button fighting mechanics, magic system, enhanced super attack, and juggle decay to prevent infinite combos. Story mode and episodic adventure filled with exploration, combat challenges, mini-games, and boss fights. Local versus and online multiplayer is available, tutorial and training modes, pixel lobby, and the dynamic music system as well. All of that is available in Them's Fightin' Herds for $1.99. Next up, we have Hello Games. Yes, that Hello Games is The Last Campfire. A lot of you guys don't know that Hello Games actually worked on a smaller scale game like this, but yes, Last Campfire came out a few years ago, and it turned out to be a pretty interesting game. Certainly a smaller scale title. Last Campfire is an adventure, a story of a lost ember trapped in a puzzling place, searching for meaning and a way home. Overwhelmingly positive reception on Steam, 10,371 reviews, 97% positive. IGN gave it a 9 out of 10. Metacritic has it at an 80 out of 100. The Last Campfire is an adventure, a story, a lost ember trapped in a puzzling place, searching for meaning and a way home. Travel deeper into the lands beyond the dark forest and overcome the adversaries before you. Discover beautiful wilderness filled with lost folk, strange creatures, and mysterious ruins, and find hope and carry with it on your journey to light the last campfire. And from Hello Games and the creative minds behind Lost Winds, Last Campfire, again, just $1.49 on that. Check it out if you're looking for something a little bit on the cuter side and smaller as well. Next up, we have Ganryu 2 Hakuma Kojiro. That is down to $1.79. Ganryu 2 is the sequel to the Ganryu game made by Misco and Neo Geo back in 1999. The universe takes place in a feudal fantasy Japan, which is strongly inspired by the story of Takezo Musashi, whose adventures are unfolded in a series of books, mainly The Stone and Sword. You play as Miyamoto Musashi, traveling through a 17th century fantasy Japan from north to south to the island of Ganryujima, where everything started between Musashi and Kojiro. The game notes a hack and slash inspired by the story of Takezo Musashi, The Stone and the Sword, released in 1930s by Eiji Yoshikawa, and which is one of the most famous stories. Explore a 17th century fantasy Japan through seasons, spring, summer, fall, and winter. Defeat Kojiro in the floating fortress and save Japan. $1.79 for Ganryu 2 Hakuma Kojiro. Next up, we have Deadlight Director's Cut. Set in an apocalyptic 1986, a zombie outbreak has brought humanity to its knees. Fighter run from zombie encounters, intense combat, and platforming. Uncover the fate of Randall's family as he searches Seattle. Full 1080p with enhanced controls and improved animations. Don't think 1080p is much of a drawing card in 2024, but, you know, this game came out years and years ago. Survive the Nightmare difficulty mode on console for the first time and fight for your life in the new survival arena mode. Deadlight has been popular, at least, you know, for a smaller game like this, has been a notable game, I think, I should say, on PC for quite a while. Available on PlayStation, down to $1.49. Next up, SteamWorld Dig 2 is $1.99, which is an absolutely insane deal. Oh, and by the way, if you're a Plus subscriber, it's down to 99 cents. For those of you that are a Plus subscriber and don't own this game, for 99 cents, this is highway robbery. This deal is insanity, given that it's a really solid Metroidvania, great art style, great fundamental gameplay. Even for $1.99, I think the deal is ridiculous. Definitely do check that out. Just a killer deal. No, the Metroidvania market has a lot of titles, but definitely that's one worthwhile to check out, given the price point of it. Next up, we have AER Memories of Old. Transform into a bird and fly to explore and experience a vibrant world of floating islands in the sky. Venture down into the lost ancient ruins where each step leads you closer to the end of the world. Very positive reception on this one on Steam. 4,600 reviews. 87% positive as well. Very good reception there, all things considered. AER Memories of Old is just 99 cents. Oh, and by the way, the first SteamWorld Dig also on sale. That's 99 cents for the base price and 49 cents if you are a Plus subscriber. SteamWorld Dig 2, without a doubt, the stronger game, of 49 cents with the Plus subscription or 99 without. That's a great deal as well. Ken Follett's The Pillars of the Earth. If you're looking for a narrative-driven adventure, this is a solid one. 12th century England, in a time of great poverty and war, the people of a small town begin construction of a cathedral. In their struggle for safety and to survive, lives intertwine. Philip the Monk becomes prior of Kingsbridge. Jack is raised in the woods by his outlawed mother. His apprenticeship as stonesman paves his way to become a master builder. Together with the disgraced noblewoman Elena, they begin the construction of one of the greatest cathedrals England will ever see. $1.99 for Ken Follett's The Pillars of Earth. Next up, we have Figment, which is a game that was really well received. $1.99 on this one and 99 cents for the PlayStation Plus subscribers. I understand that, you know, people that are looking for deals this cheap probably aren't Plus subscribers, but nevertheless, very positive reception on Steam on this one. 1,100 reviews, 87% positive. An action-adventure game that invites you to explore a unique, surreal universe filled with music, humor, and a multi-layered narrative. Join Dusty and his ever-optimistic friend Piper on an adventure through the different sides of the mind, seeking to restore the courage that's been lost. Figment is available for $1.99, just 99 cents with your Plus subscription. And lastly, we have FORECLOSED. This is a game that I remember when it was coming out, and I was very captivated by the visual style. Unfortunately, wasn't received incredibly well, but it is now down to just $1.99, and for this price point, a narrative-driven action-adventure set in a cyberpunk world filled with action, suspense, and experimental augmentations follow the story of Evan Kapnos in this sleek comic book-style game as he unravels the conspiracy behind his identity. Foreclosure. I remember the comic book comparison, and some of the aspects of the game actually reminded me a little bit about Infamous, you know, with the comic book style. This game totally different in terms of its visual presentation, but the implementation of the comic book theme in a video game just always gonna make me think of Infamous. Nevertheless, $1.99 on this one. Check it out if you're interested in a cyberpunk look to it as well. That's gonna do it for me. Again, all these deals are under $2, and links to all of them will be in the description box below. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.